is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out, and Washington is able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's got his tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He was brought down by Kendall.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play. And
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Broncos 7.
2nd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey, alert 3. Undercut. Out.
And again this time to the tailback. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 56. Watch the slant.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes this Washington 28. Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5. at the 30-yard line.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Watch the eye. Wait. No. Switch.
Right back to him on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Is the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
McCrane on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
30-yard line.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. I got you, punk. Play 50.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will have a first down here, but I have a feeling it's not going to be for long. They're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
Matthew McCain.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Broncos 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
86 to man, 86 to man. Watch it.
One set, eyes up, one set.
Being chased out left.
to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Yeah, hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike forward, Mike forward. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 40.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Down to the 25.
Number 25, Melvin.
A tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and long. Completes it to Fant on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open space inside the 10. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
31's the mic. You don't want that. Get it. Pick up the ball. No streak. Cut 19. Cut 19. 31's the mic. 70 Lion. You got nothing. Slam, slam, slam.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
31's the mic. Let's go, defense.
They'll set up a throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some...
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
52, slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Crash, crash. Switch, switch, switch. Shift, shift, shift.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Matthew
A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Number 26.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Gordon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
50-yard line.
Check 79 Bronco.
A handoff as they run the counter play. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get one score closer. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Makes this Washington 70. Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Duron Harmon.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Check 43.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Broncos.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
3-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final.
He's got a man, complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
32. 1st down, Washington.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
79.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.